The Forensic Sciences Foundation is the educational, scientific, and research arm of the Academy. Tanisha Henson, chair of the foundation, is here now with more on the numerous ways the foundation is working for you. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you.
So for those unfamiliar, can you start out by explaining what the foundation is and also its mission?
As you had indicated, it is the forensic science research arm of the American Academy of Forensic Sciences. The mission is in line with the Academy overall, so it is to promote justice for all through forensic science by providing extraordinary opportunities in education, research, and in funding.
So what are some of the different ways you study the application of science to the resolution of social and legal issues?
So many people don't realize the application of forensic science to pretty much everything. So it's using forensic engineering. So building collapses or bridge collapses and taking those structural things and how they may have failed. You have criminal attorneys, prosecutors or defense attorneys, death investigators, the people who actually go out to the scenes, and they are separate from crime scene investigators. And we'll use that both in a forensic or criminal application and the forensic civil application as well, in the event that somebody does survive and they need to maybe do a reconstruction for an accident of, say, a pedestrian walking in a crosswalk and being struck by a motor vehicle.
So you gave several examples of real life scenarios where all of this applies. You also aim to educate the general public. Yes. Why is that?
The goal is really to educate as to what forensic science really does, the time constraints, sometimes the budget constraints. I was actually just watching an old episode of Bones last night, and they have this big shiny platform and are able to do all of this real-time, almost instantaneous discovery. But unfortunately, that's just not reality. Sometimes it can take several weeks for DNA results to come back to positively identify a loved one. Fingerprints aren't always in databases. So you're not going to necessarily be able to get a fingerprint and go, oh, this is what John Smith looks like, and he is currently at this address right now. So we want to be able to try to educate the public as to what those realities are, but also to try to generate interest in the field of forensics, because there are so many wonderful applications of it. And we want to make sure that people know that there's not just one avenue for that.
And also kind of be realistic that crimes can't be solved in a day.
Crimes
like
cannot,
TV.
Yes, it's not going to be done in 48 minutes. There are going to be unfortunate sights and smells and, residual things that you're definitely not going to get from TV. There's no smell-o-vision with the TV.
Thank God.
Yes.
Can you talk about some of the grants and scholarships offered through the foundation, and who might be a good candidate for those?
Absolutely. So we have eight wonderful opportunities that are available, and I've got a little list because, like I said, there's 8. So we have the Emerging Forensic Scientist Award, the Young Forensic Sciences Scholarship, the Warren Young, and that one is a little different from the other ones, and I'll come back to that. We have the Field and Lucas grants, we have the Bashinsky grant, the Student Affiliate, the Student Travel, and then the Henry Lee. The Warren Young is slightly different from the other 7 that I mentioned, in that one is aimed for middle school and high school teachers who want to teach forensic science in their classroom. For the others, it's available for students who are brand new into college and wanting to come into this wonderful field of forensics, all the way up to people who are working on their thesis and research grants. And it gives them an opportunity to help fund these very expensive research and grants, and also to be able to travel internationally to some of the meetings that we have abroad.
Tons of opportunities out there for a variety of people.
Yes.
Tanisha, thank you for stopping by today.
You're welcome. Thanks so much for having me.